Welcome back to Freightline TV, and today, you guessed it, we've got a Dodge Ram. So today, let's tell you a little bit about this Dodge Ram. This is a 2004 5.7 litre Hemi V8. Now, the owner tells me that he averages on the motorway 22 miles to the gallon, which I'm well shocked with. So these Hemis, as you might think, they are juicy, they're unreliable, and it's just an American thing. Well, you'd be wrong. This one's a 5.7 litre Hemi V8. He tells me that on a motorway he averages 22 miles a gallon, which I'm pretty shocked with. Round town, not as good. But this one is a little bit special because it runs on LPG. He tells me on the motorway it averages around 35 miles a gallon. So if you are looking for one of these and you want even more fuel economy, it's a good option for you with the LPG. So also with this, with the LPG, it starts up on petrol, but then once it gets up to temperature, then it automatically switches over to LPG. Another good thing with this, even with the LPG switched on, I've had an LPG myself and I know sometimes it can lack in power, but with this one, it still comes, as these are standard, with 350 horsepower. So even with a big truck like that, there's a lot of power and it don't hang about. So as you can see, this isn't standard. This comes with a 5-inch lift kit. Now, this lift kit did not come from the UK. This is something, if you are wanting, had to come from America. I got told by the owner that it took 3 weeks, but it bang on came on 3 weeks, and I have to say it looks so much better being lifted up. So these wheels come as standard. They're a 20-inch wheel with 10-inch wide tyre, and I'll show you the tyre size. It's a 35 by 12 by 50 by 20-inch tyre. So we ain't slacking, we are talking a lot of meat on that tyre. So as something that's really cool to drive around anyway, it is also a very practical family car if you really needed to. So it comes with 3 seats in the front and 3 seats in the back. So it's ideal and practical. If you're looking for something cool for your family, this is an ideal wagon for you. So one thing with this is a 2004 model. It's got 220,000 kilometres on it, which may sound a lot, but in today's mileages, it isn't really a lot. It tells me that roughly, if you wanted to buy one now, you'd be looking around 8.5 up to 13 grand for an 04 plate. Obviously, mileage dependent. Less miles you got, the more value you'll pay. So one good thing about this, even though it is an American truck, obviously people might think you won't get no parts for it, you'll struggle. You'd be wrong. The owner tells me that you can get parts readily available in the UK, general wear and tear stuff, so brake discs, pads, radiators, general wear and tear stuff is readily available in the UK. Now, if you did want something like the lift kit that is on this one, it is something that does have to come from America. It is a bit of a wait, 3-week wait, but for 3 weeks, I think that's something like that. It's definitely worth it. So the parts you do get from the UK are, like I say, readily available, but they are at a decent price. You know, you're not going to pay through the roof for discs and pads and stuff like that with it. They're generally, you know, probably not your Ford Focus range, but a little bit more. But they're not overly expensive a part, so it is something that is practical to have if you do need to do servicing. It isn't overly expensive. what, Nelly, you coming down the road in this?
Yeah, man.
I need me one of these. There's no lag in it, is there? It's like the power's like there.
When it's revving and it changes gear, you get like a little. It's not blow off out of it, but you get a bit of that.
Yeah.
And it goes.
It does sound good. You think for something as big as this though, you think it'd struggle a little bit, but it doesn't.
It keeps up with anything.
Yeah, it picks up and just goes. So, my evaluation of this. If I was going to say anything, any bad points about it, I would say if you're someone who is doing a family shop and you go to Tesco's a lot or a shopping supermarket, you may not struggle, but it's going to be tight. It is very big, it's very wide, and it's very long. So you are going to struggle about it. But if you want something that's cool, I mean, we went out in it and the amount of people that looked was crazy. If you want something that's quick, not too bad on fuel, and parts are readily available, and tax on it, as it's commercial, is only £240 a year, then get yourself one of these. Because I tell you what, I'd be half tempted to buy one myself. Thank you again for watching. If you can like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.